Graduates, walk on. Well, it's now Monday here in the UK. It's a couple of minutes after midnight, but it's still Sunday for most of you. Big up on a nice clean self. What a way to reach over your fast hour. But I know, say, don't expect me to come on this late. Not at all. But when you have time, you can sometimes come kick it with your graduates a little bit more than the average. Yes, yes, indeed. But this is the Sunday catch-up edition because we have a big show coming. Yeah, a big show coming up. And I think it's really important that my graduates have the background information before that big show hits, right? Yeah, man. So this is really about catching up, giving people some background knowledge because a lot of you don't really understand how the thing set. So we're gonna make sure that everybody understand the situation. As you know, right now we are focusing on the case of Jody and Bonnick. Yes, we are. And we will not be side railed or distracted. And I think it is a worthwhile case that affects our diaspora. It really is about us looking at business ethics and how members of our community handle privilege of a financial kind and how they handle those who are within their employment. Um, as I've said to you before, that one of my greatest, I don't know, one of my worst, I should say, memories of my own time of getting established in this country is going through the immigration process and being exploited by an employer. Um, and it's something that I abhor. And for those of you who don't know what abhor means, I absolutely hate it. I despise it. And the case of Jody and Bonnex has always been of interest to me when I heard about how people were treated in her employment. But it's escalated into something a lot bigger. Yes, it's escalated into something a lot bigger. So, as we said over here, we're not getting distracted by other people's noise. Don't care what anyone else has to say. HDK is not dropping this case. Okay? Nah, drop it. None tal. So, before I get started, let me heal up the people I'm in the classroom. Big up yourself, Karen Thomas. Oh, I love it, remember. Yes, indeed. Hit the like button as you come in. Yvette Sharp, big up yourself. Charmaine Walker, big up yourself. Mel Isaacs, Wagwan. Don Marencha, big up yourself. Karen Thomas, big up yourself. Antoinette, Hortense Palmer, Jen Sawyer. How is it going in this lovely Sunday evening for some of you or Monday morning for some of us? Guyanese number 2, big up yourself. Norma, what's up, my sis? Yes, indeed. Please mark yourself on the class register and like up the live. Karen Thomas, big up yourself. Pauline Montague, what's up? Yeah, man, we're gonna go into something. And we're gonna hear from Julian herself. Okay. I know a lot of people. The easy jerk, wagwan. I am 20. A lot of people basically missed this interview. So I thought it would be good to pull it up at this point. And to hear straight from her mouth, her reaction towards being a wanted criminal. Then we're gonna go into the recent allegations. And I'm gonna show you some evidence as well that really makes me question whether or not this individual is in fact a scheming and deceitful criminal, or is she just psychologically unwell? A lot of people have already come to their conclusion that Jody is a sick person, but I am no doctor. And I don't think I am in the position or have the capability about making such an assessment without the correct qualifications or without actually, being a fly on the wall in one such psychology session to hear what a doctor has to say. So I will keep on the path of public opinion and make it very clear that we are all entitled to a public opinion. Yes. But these are not necessarily conclusive facts about what we may think about Julian. What I can present to you are facts based on what has shown itself on the internet, what is investigatable via court records, documents, newspaper articles, and things like that. That's my job as a blogger, to bring you the facts, to bring you the evidence. You can come up with your own conclusion about this lady. But as I said, this is in preparation for a much bigger show. So yeah, we're gonna go in it. Manners and respect, manners and respect. Anne Brown, hey, big up yourself. Arlene, big up yourself. Nias Poet, what's up? So yeah, we're gonna go into it. Hold on, I'm gonna mute for a bit and I'm gonna share my screen. All right, give a thumbs up if you can see my screen, people. Give a thumbs up if you can see my screen. All right. Hey, Cher, how you doing? Give a thumbs up if you can see my screen. So let me know when you can see my screen and then I can proceed. What's up, Diana? Big up yourself. Mm-hmm. All right, brilliant. Okay, so we can all see. Okay, thank you, Norma. All right. Yes, hi, Emmeline. Yes, we can all see. Okay, good stuff. All right. Let me just also make sure that the sound is kosher.
Accelerator. Pero, ay, baby, I do. I do this with the games. It's just so much shit. Like every day, although you're like crap more to the puzzle, more and more to the puzzle. Okay, your body. To talk about people I can't talk about right now. Until every day is something new. Hey, as in person, I will say, be careful. And police. Yeah.
You're not hearing clearly, Norma? She didn't start off talking right away. What you're hearing in the background is her car engine. Guys, can you hear this? Because I want to make sure that you can hear what she's saying. First of all, she's addressing comments that are in the chat. And one of the things that somebody is saying, oh, we heard that you're wanted, that kind of thing. Yeah, it's a bit muffled. It will be a little bit just for a little while. Don't worry, it's gonna get clearer because she's driving. All right. I can adjust when my speaker there. Maybe because it's on the laptop. Let me take it off. Right. So she's saying that her lawyer is getting to the bottom of this. Now, first of all, Jodian, I do not think you have a lawyer. Okay. You don't have a lawyer. You're telling people that you have a lawyer, but you don't have a lawyer. Which lawyer is going to tell you to not turn up to court twice? The 2 court appearances that you were supposed to make, you never attended. You never attended the video ones. You were not on bench. You never turned up in court at all. Which lawyer is going to do that? And no lawyer represented you. Plus, you also only presented in morning courts, and morning courts is usually for people who don't have no lawyer and represent themselves. Anyway.
So they about the need to them figure for them. I've been yeah, you know, but I write, but they'll look at this. My life is not their book. So you can't learn no book at this point, love. I'm not fortunate, so I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna get some ice too.
Maybe she starts talking about her gas tank. Nobody cares. That's
okay. Forget about all gas. When I drive, rinse, go. So they against section. Okay.
So before, remember, we said that she was spotted by one of my key witnesses in a red car. It's now turned out that the red car actually belongs to Samantha. Samantha, who is allegedly her actual sister. Remember the Samantha that threw hands off of my key witness? Yes, people saw Samantha have the red car. Madam Bonnick have a brand new, I think it's a BMW.
I hate him. They just, I don't know himself. Every time you come back, so like you take worse to blood to me. Yes. I'm really like, I'm so much. Oh, just. You guys are coming out the car now? Yeah. You got the time machine outside. They're coming out, come outside carrying us. Tell me not come outside carrying us from the guests. Not come outside from the
Yeah, she's on brush. Ginger, what's up? Exactly.
You know, but it's up table. You have to catch it. She's always sleeping all night. So, you know, Ross to catch it. So, hey, yeah, something come drive up yesterday. I just didn't want to put them on thingy because like a lot of officers who really fuck with me, they're like, man, Jody, like we be in so much trouble because of shit. Like you post everything or whatever, and stuff that we said you'd be uncensored and whatever. No, one of my officers was like, criminal, what's up? Most wanted person that I know in this whole entire world.
Yeah, what she's saying? She's saying a police officer friend turned up at her truck and was laughing with her. And they were saying how they are nervous around her because she always posts everything. And sometimes some of the stuff she posts, they say to her, are uncensored. The greeting of the so-called police officer, which I suspect highly is in Jody's head and does not exist in reality, is criminal what's up, most wanted person what's up. Really? I think so.
Shit, don't let them drive by recording you because they're gonna be like, why you ain't taking me in? I'm like, I can't understand it.
Remember, she started the conversation saying that the police is very corrupt in Canada, in Toronto. Be careful, the police are very corrupt. That's the first thing she started off by saying. Now she's saying that this police officer is there greeting her, and she's telling them to be careful because people might see them and wonder why they're not taking her in, implying that the police are her friends.
Thing that she did in this city is ridiculous. You know, yes, yeah. I'm like, like they are so venomous, dog.
And I hear this. Listen to what she said a while ago.
Yeah, ridiculous. You're like, you not see that? I'm like, like they are so venomous, dog. Okay. They are so venomous. It's crazy. Come on, okay. Oh, but I don't know who this.
Nicole, check out her. What you need to do is to go search up the court link on the court website. You should be able to find out exactly what room. All you need is her full name. Just put in Jody and Bonnick, add the Anderson if you need to. but it should pop up exactly which courtroom, which time, and everything that she's going to be in.
If I come. Can you pull it up, please? I want you to pull up. So I'm not going back here. So I wonder if I move my own credit card, you pull up.
Let's skip.
That's right. We love is for me, real. I think when you see that girl, you know, somebody they take call me up from now. Come here, sir. Hold on. I have not paid. I'm like a police gave me. I run. When got tell police, you know, say, somebody will report on me, say, me, I go, what say the shop, them are still like, so, probably, police can come and say, to tell you. This is somebody who's going to shoot them. For me,
Now, I want you to listen carefully to what she says here. She said a police officer came to her and said, Jody, you tell somebody, say you're going to shoot them. And she was like, me? And laughed it off. Now, this is the part that gets to me because actually a report was made. And I'm going to tell you that it's my key witness who made that report. So if you're not sure about, go back to part 2. And that key witness was the one who made the report. And if you listen to that video, you heard my key witness say that she threatened to shoot her partner. Now, when they called and made the report, subsequently, my key witness found out that the report was actually not filed. They had to file it a second time. Want to hear what I say? So this phone call that she got was before my key witness found out that the report was not filed. So an officer definitely did contact her. So this part is true. An officer definitely did contact her, spoke to her about it, and she laughed it off. And the officer clearly dismissed it like it was nothing and didn't file the actual report on record. So there is an element of corruption taking place here.
no, they called me about every bloody thing. Everything when you eat the car, right? You just name and everybody feel that I work for car. That name got the easiest one for car. This. You didn't think for car. It is a lot of people. Especially not a lot of people. No, fine. Thank you. Okay. But for them, so clean again. The floors last night, my off. She up to my morning. Virgin. I said, Berkeley, and the flowers. I didn't call her. Oh, shit. Yep, on the smart media. It's on the smart. Next picture that they go give me. So, darling, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. I don't know.
Now, listen to that. That in itself sounds psychologically unwell. She's just basically gloating that she is on everything. She's everywhere, and she's smiling and smirking about it. She's totally loving the attention, being in the spotlight, despite the fact that she's being in the spotlight for being a criminal.
Of course, it's the truth, spa. Wanted. This, hey, we really want.
Yo, I don't know something so we find a more deluded person than another person. Me not call no name because me not going back down that path. But that person they were uno always say delulu. That person they would always say the Lulu. That person, yes, so Jody Bonnick's beat her. But anyway, let us continue. I think the prison system has very much a lot to do with this. But anyway, let's listen.
You know, we can't tell them this on the report. Not clean. I said that taxes because I couldn't make sense. Couldn't make sense for me wanted and not pay taxes. Just can't find me alone. Man, tell the kind of man. Because something. Oh, and we really want it. I was just God touch a blade with the car. You know what she say of this? We really want it, or we stop till it talks. Oh, they are just meters. I don't know. Mention the car, video by the same school. Police still come there every day. Life.
So police come there every day and buy food. Now, this, if you remember, I shared a video where she had basically put up the police officers coming to eat and talking about how the food is nice and ray. She did actually have more than one up. She had one with a lady and one with a guy, right? And I'm not sure if it's on two separate occasions or one, because usually these police officers travel in pairs. But I don't know. But she has posted that. It doesn't necessarily mean that they come all the time. You understand? But this is what she's saying.
Somebody says, I heard you're wearing several vessels. So some beings below. Broken heart, I was like,
Boop, boop, boop. Big up my friend. So she shout out ya. She shout out your page there, exposing Jody. She said she have to get more content. Boop, boop, boop. Big up my friend.
People. The mother thing they remember started like they were looking in our project and our place and our part they don't do well. Everybody get them up to go one for five. They are the road. Don't stop.
Come on, Jody. You know that there are different degrees of crime, right? And there are different degrees of pursuance. The police are not gonna come chasing after you. You're not gonna have SWAT team turning up like that and be on the constant prowl for you, because you are not wanted for, say, murder or anything as drastic as that, right? So when you're saying all of that, it's not a cowboy scenario. You understand? Them not gonna search and I run after you like that. So you're just hyping it up.
So that shit. I'm boring. So it's a agent code. But it's like, is it me or son? And it was like another bitch, but sure it's gonna get it in this long time. But sure, if me or somebody else, sleep my every single time, but you know me who he is. Yeah. You better anybody else admitted about me. Rather the video was short. You obviously know so.
You know, you know something, guys, graduates, you know something. You see, when she said this, I genuinely feel, hold on there. Thank you. Hold on. No, you serious? You try to tell me say so much I want to sit down, yes, sir, and this is the no. All right, we're not gonna continue because then I always do this to me. 190 of you are on this page, listening to this live, enjoying the content. And as usual, we always have to be begging you guys to thump up the like button. That is that you guys can do. You understand? And I don't think it's fair that you not have me. Listen, I late over here saying I can't easily go. I'm going to just load this, you know. Until my real graduates then come on because me not have to beg my real graduates them for like up the life. I mean, no say a whole heap of uno where in here, una one bench, uno not supposed to in here. But you know love each up over HTK. Because I think say me I uno a friend and me I uno not a friend. Right? So for those of you who are graduates and probably uno was just caught up and forget to thump up the like button, please thump up the like button. Haters, thump up the like button too. Yeah, because I know well I love it over here, you know. Wish you know was a graduate. Not true. Yeah. Wish you know was a graduate. The easy don't laugh. Toronto police are very sly. One day out of the blue, they'll likely turn up. Just let her keep feeling smug. We ain't sure. We are get there. We are get there. Anyway.
It was nothing. That's really not vacation because I go there in 2 weeks. So I'm vacation to be honest. Everybody can start pretty soon. And this is part of them kids. So it's coming to it. I'm the child, everything with them is about me. What do you care? I don't care. And then I said, hey, I was you mean about it. I was in about it and my work, you got about find it about me. No, you understand? What you talking? You're meant to talk. It's your mouth. Feel free to say it. You know what I'm saying? A little rich folks do not get personal treatment over you. Shut up. I hope you're sorry.
Well, I know. Somebody said we are just co-workers. Okay. All right. So can my co-workers kindly like up the live? Thank you. All right. Just like up the live. Okay, co-workers.
Even if it's me, you don't have nobody down there. What Jesus about you.
Did she just say she wants Jesus? Okay.
So then people, I know, like, mountains, it's all the flows. Can we see if there's that speech messages? But that's 2 minutes. Yeah.
She wants Jesus, not the backside. Let me jump this.
Please need to be there. I'm talking about observer. Be there not star. Be there in a turn today. Global. Me there pan sitting on the news that the news every news. Me there everywhere. Everywhere. I don't know.
To be honest, Polly, sometimes she does dress down, you know, and all the time she dress up atty and stuff. Cause all when she at work and so she do dress down. So, you know, I wanna I'm not I want people to understand that this is not a I hate Jody campaign. For me personally, I know for a lot of the people who are on my platform, it has resorted to hate because of the things she's done to them. But for me, it's about exposing a correct, exposing a set of morals and standards that I would like to see erased from our community. It's not personal to Jody for me. Yeah. So I have to be unbiased wherever possible. Sometimes the evidence that presents itself mean I can't be unbiased. So sometimes she know how to get down to the thing. Mina think said she too hyped that she can't get down and dirty if she need to. You understand?
It's fine.
Yes, Kate Jones, you are right.
Yeah. I want to just, you know, everybody. Last night, but Bridget showed me, I said, "You're the man, this what me here, look at Jamaica." Okay, girl, no, I don't you understand. I put you get patient and come here and tell you. Bible said, Jesus God, Jody, stand firm. And no, 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 just to stand firm. I'm not to jump up with them. I can do it. Obviously, take it over all this.
So, this whole attitude, as my friend Cher would say, we find this kind of stuff so fascinating because what kind of mindset is this? You are wanted for fraud, defrauding people, businesses, individuals of so much money, and it's everybody else are jankra, but you are pure. You are the saints. It's this relinquishing of blame that really gets me with Jody. She has no accountability.
Everybody take no, trust me. To get that song military definitely even take it over. Yes, I know. So find out easy. I don't know the myth. We just want it. We just want everybody to involve. My boy is not going okay. Trust me. Thank you, Sharon. Crazy. And we all, me can tell you, this is a people. We have to get in here. Lots of Chinese, this and Chinese, that's an Indian, this and Indian, that. It was we, we was enemy.
Why do they always do this? Well, graduates, we know that Miss Chin certainly never black, right? Right. Yet she's here giving kudos to the Chinese and the Indian. Miss Chin, I want Chinese. And Miss Chin say, yes, scammer. So this has nothing to do with race. This has nothing to do with black people tearing on black people. This has to do with right or wrong. Jody, you're out of order.
Get it. I can't do it. Like, I really can't. I'm just always thinking about ideas, how to make shit work, how to do this, how to do that. See, if I have time for work, but if I can be changing this, I do that. I'm not enough time managing. I know. Girl, yeah, yeah, I'm sure you are. I'm going to do that. So what?
Hold on a minute.
Hey, why do you have
Miss Jones.
to stimulate your whole everything? Which you probably have a dream of your anytime. Money. Oh, yes, so low.
I know who she cursing, right? She's chipping out. I know who she's cursing because everybody that has been on Jody's life so far were her fans. There were people who were like, oh, our poor Jody. Oh, I'm so sorry you're going through this. And then somebody, when know the things them, come up in the chat and start give it to her and say, but you're thief, you're scammer, you do this to people everywhere. She start chip out, she start spaz out. And now you're going to see the real part of her where I fly out now.
Girl. Me can't stress out. And you are stress out worry about being out. Me and I need to find your black sheep. Me find it come myself. Me still there.
Yeah, walk and wine. You can agree with her that blacks always quick to tear down blacks, but with all due respect, this is a person who has committed crimes across races and across the globe. So this is not a black situation. And if we boil it down to that, that is actually trivializing the issue. As much as that is a big problem in our community, this is not what's going on here. Yes, our community is going to talk about it because she's from our community. Yeah. But it's not just our community that she has impacted on. And as I said, Miss Chin, not black.
The world going. Me. Some people look at zero bitch like she said, you know that? Some people to me, when they go, oh, them the Kardashian, I show them the evening on.
Delusions of grandeur. How can you compare yourself to Kim Kardashian? Maybe you need to do a ST.
The Kardashian are showing them don't give me anything. They keep up with me and it's like, the girl is a hero girl. If some no one entire week to look out with me and the girl, but you have no damn clue. You don't have no back here. You have nobody. You have complete nobody. You can't talk to me. I'm not one black sheep. But what she still, she must stay. She must stay black. She must stay.
I'm being petty.
You just know somebody, or me just know somebody. You know, me care too. You know, yeah. You know that it's just thing. Crabs not so on. We don't really like my crab. We buy crabs so late. Don't let it stop. Why if I have a redemption there without no, a lot of people take my page and kind of do those you say what you want. But not you. But
You see what she's saying? She's a nobody. So all you people who are hell bent on defending this kind of mindset, because there are people out there who are defending her, trust and believe. Um, I hope you realize that within her head, she has already categorized that if you are not famous, if you are not somebody with clout and probably money, that you are okay. So in her world, we all are nobodies. Black people alike. Mhm.
what's going on with me? Everybody just a little bit of a majority, including me, which so if I get not if I get I got to be a girl, nobody, dear girl, yeah, you. One time was a mess, no, but when I get up, you should have one way. Right, that's the easy. But I got to myself, and she did promise me, this is hospital now. I don't get cash flow. And that's what she said. Oh, she gonna lick me. I get that man.
Correct, man.
Oh, let me see in action, girl. But then I have to check every day, no? Every day. Yeah, but she really loves the camera. You love camera. What camera they do? What is the camera? What is it to see the camera? Yeah, wait to see the camera too. I don't know. What is the
And this is the thing, the easy, because she started off as a small business owner. She then moved into the big leagues. Remember, this girl had a whole wholesale. She was actually setting up franchises. So she was developing a franchise in Jamaica where she had actually the venue and everything. And she was thinking of moving her business idea to the Bahamas as well, which I now know for a fact that that has been shot because that's not going to happen. At the end of the day, she had moved on from being a small business owner, and now she's gone right back to it because of fraudulent behavior.
all of them. No, we're going to taste all over the new. That's like,
Walk and wine. You know usually over here, so me know what you are come with. Let the legal system play out. It isn't distasteful at all. You need to go do your research because clearly you have not been here for episode 1 with the things that she has done to people. And she has done it publicly. And she has done it online. So whatever you dish in this life, you got blows and skirt gets. So if you think it's distasteful, you shouldn't be on here, should you? You shouldn't you. You shouldn't be watching it, should you? Because remember, it goes against your ethics. If you can sit here, then you are also a part of the dragging. So you need to make your mind up. All right? Walk and wine. Is that how you walk? Are you wine? Make up your mind.
Only important go all over the news, girl. They don't have an address on the social media. See that on the side? They don't have an address on it. Maybe they got it all the time at the future. They went to this to myself and no, why you not telling me in? You come tell me in. Go back at them. You come Karen. You tell me in. You know what I mean. And you know what? They forget about them. And you know what? Come tell me in.
And them people that want corruption and so hide. Yeah. So that people can fall into the same trap. We now come off of the topic. Walk away, as a matter of fact. You see, because you said so, I might have to 3 more episodes. Keep it up.
But now you can get to lunch today. I should go on live. Then I should go. You know what? Don't be one that put turn head in our company. You come turn me in the cell. Come to the truck. I'm just here there right now and then taking it on. Go to the truck. I want you to come and take me today. At the end of the day is going to come to an end. I want you to go and turn me in. No, back in the day, and to what? Do what? What is it? What am I saying, Jay? Tell me. Come here, go back there. They will not put it out. Maybe she don't know me then. You don't know me. Keep on me. Exactly. Like, come on. Oh, look at you. Okay, now. Yeah. You turn. I mean, one sure you said. Me, I was still on live. Yeah, why you pretend me in? You go up turn me in. Come back to my one. Yeah, this is what. Maybe you're paying today. Why turn me?
You see, people like walk away and people like walk away are the kind of people that will say leave it to God when there are pedos walking around in our community. Them the kind of people that, oh, do not judge because, you know, the Lord will handle it and still have them each up around them grand picnic them. Listen, walk away. You never come over here yet. Don't return. You're not a graduate and I don't know you. All right.
What's your day? I don't know about what's your
All criminal harboring grayback. Listen, I don't want to get rude. Make me do my show. If you don't want to be a part of it, exit. I don't want nobody hitch up over here when they're supposed to over here. All right.
what's your you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Let me not go there. Open the trunk. Yeah, what money? All right, you cannot be there. You know that. I know that. You can't cover up. You know that?
Actually, Jody, yes, we know them, and they're coming out one by one. Don't think Miss Chin is the only one. She attacked the girl, so she can't send her threats, and she did.
Are we hiding? No, are we hiding? Yes, they could have. That was one thing. I don't know. Yeah. They've been the most wanted. The most wanted. Come different everywhere. So the candidates be the wanted, but most wanted.
Gotta admit that was funny. She can't just be little wanted. She's most wanted. Yeah, you gotta bring it right up to the top when it comes to Jody. Please and thanks. Put some respect on her name.
Me, make sure you step in. Because stop at police station. Say, you wanted, there's some never, that's a television, that's a wanted. If I have to go, no, but the girl someone wanted. Make us can't understand. So what? So if you
Exactly, share. Like, have you heard me swear out at that Jody? You hear me call her any derogatory under the belt names? Dip up on her knee, Jody. You hear me doing any of that? I am presenting you with what she's saying, and I'm giving my opinion. And it's public content, and I'm free to give a public opinion. All of us on here are free to give a public opinion. But if you think this is called dragging, I want to go up on some of them page that were really over there drag people and open up on
you really and truly have to know the I'm saying because I'm wanted. Butchuk stays there still. I go there every day. I go there to sit and eat lunch every day. And they're majority of the day. And they never can't drive up on the go business. You gotta go to the bank, they just do that. What is up with the bank school? And you think like it's what's close.
exactly.
Um, so
The long and short of it, she's basically telling people she's not hiding. She's doing her regular day-to-day activities. She's hanging out wherever she normally hang out, blah, blah, blah. But like I said, it's not the kind of case where they're going to be constantly coming searching for her, positioning police cars to catch her out and stuff like that. It's one of those kind of crimes. They'll come, they'll knock on her door. If she don't answer, they'll leave a note. They'll go to her workplace, they'll turn up there. If she's not there, they'll leave a note. That's the kind of thing that will happen. And
we're actually going on somewhere.
stay tuned, nothing. So here she's claiming that she's going to be flying out somewhere next week, right? Next week is this week, people. Mark those kind of things that Jody says. And I bet you any money she ain't going nowhere. By possible case, we're gonna discuss that in the next interview.
They're more than double. I keep love entertainment anyway. Lisa don't know me. Let me just see. You've been to my page, eh? Somebody's featured me on Lisa like earlier.
So this is the beauty queen or whatever from she's some personality from Dubai. And she does have pictures of her and this girl hanging out, going out for a meal while she's in Dubai. The person saying that the person don't know her. I wouldn't go as far to say that person don't know her, but I don't think that whatever story that she's about to say about this Dubai popular person is necessarily true.
She turned herself in and I got a promise to appear. I turned myself in away and got a promise to appear when she's called. Murderation. No, sir. So with all of them words and this and that and blah and blah. Oh God. Yeah.
And that is true. That is exactly what Jody did, right? And the promise to appear is that she was going to turn up in court, which she has not yet done to date. Missed 2 court dates in total.
Yes, sounds beautiful. Yeah. But my kids from 2000, yeah, that you only gotta invest it, but listen up. Me by them come and them give her that information. She like no blood clot. Don't worry about that. It may sell expired goods, things that I sell too. So talk about something else. Why are you selling expired goods? Why you messaging on a fake page?
And that's the person that you want to come and defend and say, keep quiet about. She blatantly just said they were still selling. To the question is, why were you selling expired goods? Them did I sell though. And at that, you don't want to keep quiet. Something like that, business practices like that, that can lead to actual health problems, even death. Really.
Simple. Why did you get sick with blood clots? I called to give me phone. Yeah, remember. She goes on stage. Yeah, look here now. Yes, sure. Yeah, let me change the topic now, Jim. This is it. Changing the topic because the truth is hitting. Lisa, don't follow me. No. Hey, bitch, you're not check. Lisa, I'm not way. I'm never going to make a chat. Lisa doesn't follow me. Maybe stay right here, sir. You know why you're gonna wait.
So she starts searching for the person who has the files and the deeds, because she had tried to block them.
It's a big she didn't post it. Not only did you want to supposed it all when we went out to dinner. Okay? Because as I said, we'd love to get that. Did you see it was a video? It wasn't like I took a picture and we sat at the table, we were eating it. Yeah. We want to take pictures of Vietnamese kids at Lisa's house with the national eye because I can post those too. You want to see those? You want to see those bits? Come, come in, one of those.
And this is the thing. She says these things. Now, if it is that she and this Lisa person, the way this personality is set up, graduates, literally everything she puts on social media, everything. It's one of them people that can't keep them privacy when it comes to famous people putting themselves in the spotlight, showing so them know the who's who and ray. Now, this famous person in Dubai, if she really knew them and they grew up together, as she said, and she's got as children, she would have dashed it out a long time. She has never done that. Me no believe you. Okay, pick up yourself, wait, pick up yourself, bro.
I'll make sure I'm talking to you. I didn't even tell them that.
Not a fake page.
Actually, I look about like I think like I put a screenshot of stuff. But I know about like I'm going back. Allow me to come out of the
And nervous, she get nervous, because this person, yeah, me tell you, so that person here have our file. And this person was chatting up some things she never want her people to hear. When she came off the live and came back, she actually blocked the girl, and that she do,
like take a when it comes to people everybody can remember it. So yes.
All right, we're gonna jump now, and we're gonna get to This part.
Plus,
Hang on here. There we go.
Donovan, you're on the phone. You're the man in the life. You're not telling people that say that about money and you move on a Florida with the money. Hmm? You're not telling them that money. I don't want to get around joke with you, know. Donovan, you didn't tell Donovan right. It's the tax, whatever. You're not telling people that say the $5,000 you have, you got the $5,000 in cash, and you come to a Florida. You never get the people to give the girl our money. And you know, say you get money to know, and that.
So you see that comment? You took 5K from Donovan. And she starts upon this person claiming that Donovan is the one who stole the money and left. And she's saying that he's on the live. And so why is it, if this is the truth, that Donovan will come forward and confirm our story? She's very good at illusions. I'm telling you. There is no way, if somebody is going to be there who's definitely got your money and whatever, and can clear your name, and you think like that to talk about it. Why wouldn't he say, yes, I got the money? No, him not gonna say that because the money was received.
But can the Donovan, the party to know, the Donovan, right? Well, we take that so now from Donovan, we take that so now from Donovan, tell you, don't make Donovan tell you, no, like, go and call Donovan, the Donovan is on this line. And Donovan, where are you? Can you on the live? So, answer the woman, but it was $8.
The comment, girl, he's a liar. You've got it out.
I see it. Yeah, fly there, yeah, actually, the same money come here and put it in the TD account here, so always it go.
You're there.
No, but no. I just say it battles no money. Fair money. So that about good woman, our battles no. So that about why that about good woman, our battles what?
We've heard this story before, haven't we? The same thing she said about the money that was supposed to be paid to the big supplier in Jamaica, that she paid this money to a third party, and that the third party was supposed to send the money to the person in Jamaica, whom she said, they said that she owes over $3 million for the amount of goods that she took. Then she said that the person that she give the money to pay the person in Jamaica. Story. What she a pay me go man find a pay people direct. Awa.
Woman, our battles me can show you. As a matter of fact, I'm going to send you a screenshot I'll see it on the end of my phone. Same way, when I'm sending the account information, that I should put the money in for him. And I put the money in it for him. And you can screen record this.
PR.
You can screen record this and send this to him, yeah? Yes, I'm here because I'm afraid I'm already. Well, I'm not going to know what Donovan is on here. We can't say that Donovan still live on it. Donovan still live on this slide, you know? Yeah, sure. Leave that even look on her. Even look on her. They have that right there. It's up to you. Hey. And to let even know you whatever. Donovan asked me to deposit it for me. And I did do that. We hope you ever go in and I told him from. Did you get any legal actions or anything?
All right. So this guy's called Ice. So he more or less runs an Instagram show. He's trying to come up on YouTube as well, but he entered the live while she was on, and did this impromptu interview, so to speak. But I'm gonna say something. Ice, I don't like how you did this, because Anyway, I'm not going to hear for yourself, and then I'm going to tell you know why I'm not like going to do this. But go on.
Yeah. It's not, no. No. You take your untouched, your unscathed. So, well, as far as how the business going, are you still in business? Still in business. So you see, grocery store, everything? No, no, I don't have a grocery store anymore. And listen, I don't really care about, but listen, if Starbucks, then I got a company to close down, me as a one person show, I can afford to close down.
And that is a good point. Of course, any business can close down, right? Be it that they're not able to meet supply and demand, they financially can't, make any profits. They're not cutting even, whatever. But when you are closing down and still having debts behind you, people are going to look at you as somebody who is less than trustworthy when it comes to doing business with again. You keep repeating this over and over. That's the problem.
The fact that you even started it off is like, say that, you know, pretty, like, pretty nice. You seem like you're business oriented. Where'd you get this from? Like, what's like your family? Is someone like in your family? Would you love the business side of life? Like, family I got that has business or had a business.
And that's not true, but I'm not going to go into that because I'm not going to bring in the other Bonnick's person that had a catering business. I'm going to leave that alone, but it's not true.
So overall, would you recommend somebody to get into, or like what would you suggest or say to somebody if they wanted to get into a grocery store business? I mean, you have to have a passion for that. Like that's something that you have to have a passion for. It's not something that is easy. You know what I mean? Especially when you have Asians, Indians. Okay, it's not.
And that is why you were in a very privileged position. You are in a market that's usually dominated by other races, the retail industry, the food retail industry, that's usually dominated when it comes to our food being imported. I usually an Indian man in England, I sell it. And to have a Black person doing that, you were in a position of privilege. And what did you do with it?
You just had the passion for that. Okay. So what made you get into it? Because I had the passion for it. Okay. Yeah. You have were you in America or you lived in America or something like that? I lived in America. I was part of America because you speak, I can hear your accent, like ooh.
And he did all of this mushy business before him get down to the nitty gritty.
Yeah. This happened so quick. Like, tell me about it. I don't know because I'm going to be caught. Apparently. Yo, someone he said he does on my name page, Icy Springer. Yeah, me that link. I see somebody posted. Yeah, it's all over. It's not TikTok. Hey, I don't know nobody, but you can see it on TikTok. You can find real Toronto shit. You can find it on.
You see how she knows everywhere where her wanted picture and her wanted information is. This is like a buzz, like when you have a criminal that's done some horrific crime and they cut out all of the articles and stuff with their information or whatever, people looking for them, and then they stick it up on a wall, and them love it. It's like a trophy for them how this girl is behaving. When I hear how she's reeling it off and she play with her hair and I look up into the sky like, yeah, I'm everywhere. No, sir. Oh. Yeah, his internet was crap and he kept jumping. Yeah, it's terrible. Yeah. His internet sucks.
Think so. What? Well, you know what? Campbell. But you know what's so crazy is here, Campbell think it's a little bit better. It's even saying right here, City D has it as well, so Ontario. So just go on there, you see everywhere that has it. Okay, this one. politically to get them case nine orders up.
That is right. So
That's why $1,000 that was supposed to be shipped to retail stores, but the goods were never received. Bonnick is now facing numerous charges, including 10 counts of fraud, over 5,000, 8 counts of making false statement. Oh my God, Bonnick, what the fuck going on? Alex really operating a West formally. Okay, say that then. So they know that you used to have a West Indian grocery store on Western Road near James Street. All right, face similar charges in June 4th. He's accused of defrauding the local business movement. Let me tell you. No, it's like, you're dangerous. You don't know. It is what it is. Whatever. How much people?
And this is what I didn't like about this interview. He kept hyping her up and saying, "Oh my God, you hard though. You doing this though. You bad though," and laughing it up constantly. He touched on the fact that he heard that Jody was pregnant. She dismissed it. She didn't want to go into it. And this is a part of what helped to get her out of prison when she was in Jamaica. That plus the fact that she was afflicted by cancer. She claimed she had 2 different forms of cancer for which she needed rigorous treatment, and she could not get that treatment in Jamaica. She needed to go back abroad to get the treatment. You understand? So these are the kind of things that Jody says. But when she's confronted by it, if somebody questions her, she gives a quick diversion. She starts to talk about other things. She claims that her lawyer says she can't talk about the case, nothing of which goes so. She spent 30 odd days in prison in Jamaica. And she spoke about it with.
Okay, so basically you're on board right now. I'm just on. Yeah, I'm not going to face it. Or get into the details of their case. But right, if you have the information there, but the information of God, the enemy has heard. Oh, yeah. If you want this, okay, so, okay, if you want, that feels, yes. Because you're not my lawyer, you're not the prosecution, so I'm not going to discuss my case with you. Okay, last thing in regards to the $800,000 that they're talking about. For putting your case that you okay. All right, guys, let me say something to you guys. Shouts out to everybody here. Bonnick Church has the #1 live show right now, right?
All right, so if I talk about, she see how she quickly dismissed him. She not talk about it. Our lawyer, and yet she did not turn up to court twice. Which lawyer tells their client, "Do not turn up for your court date"? Make it make sense.
Well, if you could buy a house, if you were to buy a property somewhere else, where would you buy a property in the center?
And he starts getting her, trying to butter her up. We can't do it,
because I'm like, yo, would you go to Jamaica?
Yeah. Move on. Let's hear the other stuff. All right. Enough of him. So that was his interview. It wasn't very in-depth. It was more kind of asking her basic questions. Bonnick was on her way to pick up her child. So, she was on mommy duties. And, she carried on being on mommy duties for some time. But we're going to get to this now. Somebody was asking in the chat earlier if Bonnick still had her business, if it was still. So I don't know if you're aware that she came on and she said this, because according to her, there were rumors that her vehicle, her truck, was towed away and that it was, it was impounded, etc. Now, at first I heard that it was, then I heard it wasn't. I heard that, in fact, it was her landlord who told her that she should move the vehicle, which is also true. But listen to what she said.
Not them saying that my truck got impounded. Not them saying that. Y'all bitches in motherfucking Toronto and burn the lab. Okay? Burn every lab. Not y'all talking about my when, and how, and by who? Oh, okay.
So she's laughing at everybody going, not them saying that my vehicle was impounded, that my truck was impounded. Impounded where, by who, for what? And it's at my house. This is true. She is now in possession of the vehicle. But this is what happened earlier. There is somebody driving past the spot. Can you see the flashing lights? All of the lights, all of the lights, all of the lights. Look, do you see the lights? Yes.
I swear, some of y'all need to stop thinking that you're all that. For fuck's sake, you ain't even all that.
Look at there. See the tow truck? Yes. See all the Babylon them? Wanna see? All right.
So extra.
There it is. There's the police officer. Very much present. Talking to the staff. Keep watching. Keep watching. Take a look. See the truck? See that? That's a city tow truck. There it goes. So for the record, she was impounded. The police did do it. And it wasn't the landlord, because at first that's what I thought, but it wasn't the landlord. Okay. And clearly, for her to actually get that vehicle, she had to spend her money to get that vehicle released. Yet she did that whole reel talking about impounded where, by who. It never happens. Now you tell me if this person is well upstairs. And why is it that she is so sanitation? It could very well be. Yeah. So, she never had permission to be on the property. So it could be that the landlord was the one who said, listen, I want this woman gone. She's on my property. She needs to go. Got the police to do it. I don't know. It could be something to do with that. I don't know. I don't know who's behind the impounding of the vehicle, but it definitely got impounded. She clearly had to pay a fee to release the vehicle and get it back at her house. And look at the difference in time frame. This is happening in the day, and by the time she did that reel, it was in the night. You understand? She was squatting, exactly. She don't have a landlord. That piece of land though has a landlord. And there are other people there with businesses who are allowed to be there. So it's not her landlord. She was literally just squatting there and hustling. You understand? And I can't carry that the mentality there. Got big foreign. Where on I can just squat and set up a business and not come of it. And even now the Jamaican government now to ramp with that. You understand? Because you see how they handle the street vendors and people like that, right? All I can say to you is that there is such deceit in the way things are presented by this girl. A comedy show, of course. There is such deceit. And these are the kind of principles that we cannot facilitate and we cannot have, right, in our community, and think that it's not going to have a knock-on effect. These are the kind of things that banks look at why them don't like to give black people loan. You think it's a joke. These are the kind of things that other businesses will look at and don't want to go into partnership with us because we are black, because we are from the Caribbean. Experiences like this that will limit people's willingness to help and support other small businesses that are run by ethnic minorities. Connie been selling there for years. Exactly. You understand? So me don't understand why it is that everybody is so willing to turn a blind eye to criminality. when it comes to this case. But I love tear down another person. Uno is a set of hypocrites. You come out from my page, but me just block uno. That me I go do. Not too enough. Right? This situation is a disgrace. And I will not stop talking about it because I know far too many victims of this lady. Some of which are my friends. So don't make me go there. So if you think that it's not a personal investment, it's a personal investment too. Because she scam people when me know. You hear me? So all I'm gonna say to you is that sit back and enjoy the ride. And if you can't sit back and enjoy the ride, do not enter my classroom. Because we're not going to tolerate this kind of slackness from anybody. Yeah? And just like any other blogger, I'm gonna run this show my way because I'm my page. So any of you feeling can come push out on the nose and tell me nothing about no what anybody else has say. I don't give two flying Fs. It's got nothing to do with me. This is my program. And the people who have come to me because they want this exposed. And wanna keep nothing up on herself and getting herself on the knickers in a twist about something that got nothing to do with what go on other people's page. So instead of minding your business, keep shoving out. I just go and block you. It's as simple as that. And trust and believe, graduates. We'll come back, with a part 2 with Miss Chin that you do not want to miss. So clear on the diaries for Tuesday night here. Because we're going to go down into some real raw evidence about this whole pregnancy and cancer situation. You're going to have a brace on yourself, make sure you're not having a sip up, not have nobody running for this track, right? Because we are going to continue with the saga. Big up on a nice clean self and like up the live. Don't forget to share. And if you are new to my channel, do not forget to subscribe. This is your girl, Head Teacher K, and I'm out.